In the process of formation of the hire purchase agreement, there are 3 different stages: pre-contractual obligations, construction of hire purchase agreement, and post-contractual obligations. According to Section 4.1, it is a duty of the owner or the dealer to give a prospective hire a written statement in accordance with the form set out in the second schedule of the Hire Purchase Act 1967. The pre-contractual written statement must be served to the hirer personally. It contains information such as particular of the goods and particular of financial obligations of the intended hirer. The purpose of giving it to the hirer is to protect the hirer by enabling him to make an informed decision as to his likely financial commitment. After the hirer received it, he is under no obligation either to enter into the hire purchase agreement or to pay for the document served. A hire purchase agreement made without serving the pre-contractual written statement will be void. For a hire purchase agreement to be valid, it must be made in writing and in the national language or English language. It also has to be signed by all parties to the agreement. A hire purchase agreement must be duly completed before the intending hirer is required to sign. If more than 1 items of goods involved, there must be a separate hire purchase agreement for every item. Any alteration or addition must be done with the consent of the hirer by the hirer signing or initialing the agreement. Failure of the owner to comply with all of these requirements will make the agreement void and the owner will be guilty of an offense. Section 4C provides for the contents of a hire purchase agreement. The information that must be stated in the hire purchase agreement are date of commencement of the hiring, number of installment to be paid by the hirer, amount of each installment, time for payment for each installment, description of the goods and address where the goods are kept. Failure to include these particulars will render the hire purchase agreement as void. Based on Section 5.1, the owner is required to send a copy of the hire purchase agreement to the hirer within 21 days after the signing of the agreement. Section 5.3 further provides that if there is an insurance policy purchased by the hirer, the owner is required to serve on the hirer a copy of the insurance payment receipt within 7 days of its receipt. Failure to do so will make the agreement unenforceable by the owner.